You're listening to Spacebasemars, an improvised podcast recorded live over Zoom. So sit back and relax as Cambridge Improv Factory presents Spacebasemars.
Spacebasemars, Commander's Log. Stardate, Echo, Delta, Puppy. Commander Jefferson here. Very excited to say that we've completed the construction of the first human base on Mars. All 3 domes are up and running and the crew are in top form. Today is the day we're going to build the first rover and send out a manned mission to explore our new home. Commander out.
Reporting for duty then, Harry. What do you need from us?
It's a big job getting it all put together in the first place, so I just figured that a couple of extra hands would be good. Could you start unloading those boxes that have been offloaded off the shuttle? They're all on that pallet, and we just need them sort of, open, and, so we can see what we've got.
Oh, very well. I'll get cracking on that.
Cracking. I'll take a look at these here instructions. They've got this little man on them who's got a pencil. He's telling me to. Well, he's not telling me. He's not using any language. He's just sort of pointing at things, and I think they've tried to do some sort of pictorial diagram of how to put everything together. But the thing about Mars rovers is you really need text, right?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're just taking their cue from the Scandinavians. Their furniture guides, which are usually very, very effective. So I'm sure a man of your caliber will cope.
Yeah, but I'm used to sort of, like a Haynes manual. Like I hate to say it, Mike, but usually, cars and therefore rovers of interplanetary travel are a little bit more complicated than your sort of Hummels and your Kafkas.
Well, there's the first box. I've got a big bag that says screw type A on it.
Okay, we should have 3,000 of those. So if you get counting, I will, read through the rest of these instructions.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Grace! Great to see you.
Yeah.
So, as Emma said, you're the civilian, obviously, aren't you, on this mission? We're so excited to have a civilian here to see what's happening and take part in the mission. It's really an honour to have you here representing the people of Earth to watch.
I'm very excited that finally after all that travel time we made it.
Yeah, 9 months.
Great.
It's a long time to be in that small spaceship, wasn't it? And here we are.
Yeah, or like being in the womb again.
Yes.
I mean, I don't remember being in the womb,
No.
but I imagine it's because of the time period.
No one knows, do they? No one knows what it's like
No.
to be in the womb. But we could imagine it might be a bit like going on a spaceship to Mars.
Maybe it is. And then, so we've been reborn here on Mars.
Yeah, we could say that. So Grace,
Yeah.
you tell me, what have you seen so far that as a civilian you can feed back?
So far, I've seen all 5 of the pods. That's pretty much it though. That's all I've seen so far. Was I meant to do more? I didn't realise we were assigned tasks already. I'm sorry, Commander. What do you want me to do?
No, Grace,
I'll go look right now.
Your role here is to be a civilian and represent the people of Earth and do whatever takes your fancy. Gardening, maybe? Is that a thing that your CV said?
Yes. I'm keen gardener. I'd love to. Because there is a. Is that pod number 5 looks very empty? Is that the hydroponics area or something?
That's right.
Because
Yes.
I can dig in the ground and maybe plant something.
Yes, it's not entirely clear actually who is going to be doing the plant growing. So if you are keen on
Look
growing
no
plants,
further.
Thank you, Grace. That sounds fantastic. What do you think you're going to grow?
Anything we have seeds for. I did see a big crate that said seeds. It didn't really explain
yes.
any more than that, so I could go hunt and see what I can find.
Well, our survival on Mars, in fact, is entirely dependent on our ability to grow food seeds enough to keep them all alive. So that's why I've brought
Okay, I
crates
suddenly
of
feel the
seeds.
pressure now. That's okay.
Yes.
I better get onto it then. If we don't have food, if I don't grow it, then food takes a while to grow. So I'll get right on it, Captain. Commander, I'll be back.
Alejandro.
Yeah?
I wonder if you can help me. I've been searching all the pods, and I'm looking for 2 large crates. One has RO on them, and the other has CKS. When you put them together, it actually fulfills, completes, combines the word rocks, and that I've been looking for that everywhere because I can't even start looking for rocks until I find the crate to put the rocks in. You are in charge of logistics after all, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, Gordon. I have been doing my best to organize by alphabet, and we have had a big push for the crates foo and odd, so we can be making a meal. And we have row and fair, which is important too. But I will add raw and X to the list.
Thank you. I mean, how long do you think? Your list must be long at the moment. Do you think you have an ETA on when you might find?
I do my best. I think I have found X, but I am not sure. One moment, I look. No, sorry. I found K, but not X. I think this filing system was a bad call.
Yes, I think that must be the one half of the sticks box that you found.
Of course. Why do we have sticks?
I think they were hoping that they might find some sticks on Mars.
Okay.
Yes, there should be a box somewhere with STI on it.
That makes sense. Okay, well, I will keep watch for Ra and X, but I will find you when I have found box, eh?
Oh, you'll find me? I won't have to pop back down?
No, I think it's better if I find you. Otherwise, you will hang around here, and I will be sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't make you sad, do I?
No,
So-
but I will feel like I am being watched, and I do not appreciate that. I work better to my own rhythm.
Oh, I feel the same thing. I used to get that when my father used to stare at me through the window when I was a child.
Why did he do that?
He wasn't allowed to see me.
So, Harry, Mike, you're saying you can't build the rover because one of the 2 crates you have is full of rocks. Is that right?
At first we thought there were some sort of, ballast component that we had to find, but they're not in the manual.
We have the box, and that's full of all the screw type A's, 4,000 of them. I counted them myself. Exactly right. The other box is completely useless. That's the one that should have had the wheels in it.
And it's just full of rocks. Earth has sent us, instead of half the rover, they sent us a whole crate full of rocks.
It's ridiculous, quite frankly. It's taken up so much bulk and mass that's been wasted.
Do you know how many $1 million it takes per kilogram to launch anything to Mars? And we brought rocks?
Well,
it is quite ridiculous, Commander.
Well, the people who organised this mission obviously were the experts in the world, and so I think we can be quite certain there's a very good reason that we have these rocks.
And what's that reason, Commander?
Well, we don't. I mean, obviously, we have a learning process ahead of us to fulfil this mission optimally, and we have to find the purpose of these rocks. Has anyone got any ideas what we could do with them? We could arrange them.
I feel like you're gonna ask me to try and make wheels out of the rocks.
Harry, I've got an idea. Is there a way that you could use these rocks in the crate to make some kind of wheels?
Well, what do you think this is? Like the Flintstones? It's
the Flintstones?
Right, okay. So, but we haven't got any wheels, is that right?
Well, that's the instructions clearly state that box row contains the wheels and ver contains everything else. We've got everything else, just no
It all
wheels.
just went together. You didn't even have to use any tools. They've got so good at it these days.
Those Scandinavians are amazing.
Well, Harry, you just have to do what you can. I guess that's why we have you here. World's best mechanic.
All right. Well, Michael, count the rocks.
1, 2, 3.
Commander, I must have a quick word with you. You're not busy, are you?
Gordon, I'm never busy. Well, I'm always busy, but always pleased to see you.
I have a.
And not you particularly, but people in general. I'm always pleased to see people in general, and you're fine. Yes, come in, Gordon.
I am a person. Yes, and thank you for being so kind to me. I have a big worry that this mission is well, I don't know how to say this delicately, but doomed to fail. I mean, there's just simple things. Who on earth made a decision to use such a big font that you had to split the words across 2 boxes? I mean, it would have been just a simple idea, just to reduce the font size, and then we would have had all this confusion.
Well, I mean, I know you're talking probably about the crates that you're concerned about, which are the rocks boxes. I'd like to imagine for a moment, Gordon, they had used a smaller font size. Then you'd have one box that said rocks, and the other box would be entirely unlabeled.
Oh, yes. I can see why you're the commander.
And that's right. Well, actually, it was me, in this case, who pressed for the larger font size, because I could see the issue.
Well done, sir. Yeah.
And I see you sent me a message earlier saying that you're very frustrated because there's not even any room in one of your boxes. Is that right?
No, absolutely jammed full of earth rocks for some reason. Well, why the hell we bought them, I've got no idea.
That's in the box, is it? And the Rob box you said was full of miscellaneous pieces of equipment,
Just
metal and rubber.
Just bits and pieces.
Right. Well, probably I suppose we should dispose of those.
Would you like me to sort that out for you? I'll get rid of them down the chute.
Yes, Gordon, you do what you need to do. Thank you for calling in.
Well, this is quite impressive, Grace. This is the hydroponics bay. What brings you here?
Oh, I've been assigned it. The commander said that as we don't have a plant scientist amongst us so much that
It's the one thing I didn't specialise in, after all.
I know you did pretty much every single other thing, didn't you? But I mean, I thought. I mean, I know biology sort of covers this, right? But you've got a lot of other things to do, considering you are the only scientist covering all the biology, chemistry, and physics. I feel like they should have sent maybe 3 people for those jobs. But that aside, I am going to dig and plant stuff, and I'm going to grow our food. That's the plan. There's a little bit of pressure on that, but
that's quite an undertaking. Are you sure you're ready?
I mean, don't tell the commander, obviously, but I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I thought, oh great, I'm gonna get a hobby. I can grow a few plants as a thing. But then suddenly he added the pressure of if we don't have food, we're all going to die. And then there's a little bit. Yeah, to be fair, that is a little bit of a pressure that I wasn't expecting. It's less casual now. It's less.
Well,
so I'm
if you need anything from me, do let me know. I'll probably be down at the mechanical bay, helping old Harry try to put this blessed rover together. Not well. There's some key parts missing, but we're working on it. Harry says he's got a plan.
Exciting. Oh well, I look forward to seeing it. Maybe we'll all get a test drive or get a joyride. Not joyride. No, you know what I mean. Like,
wouldn't that be a treat, eh?
That'd be great. I've only seen these 5 pods so far, and the commander asked me what I'd seen, and I haven't seen anything. So maybe if we get to drive around in the vehicle, then see a bit more of Mars.
Well, who knows, eh? We have to get this thing working first. Well, good luck.
Yeah, I better get planting actually.
And shout if you need anything.
Okay.
Oh, Gordon, are you using the chute right now? Because I've got some stuff I need to get rid of the mechanics bay.
Yeah, I've got a whole box of just odds and sods. I think bits and pieces and thingamybobs and oojamaflips.
All right.
I've all got to go down the chute. So
Well, okay, if you could do it as quickly as possible, because you wouldn't believe the setup I've got in the mechanics bay right now. I've arranged the wing mirrors of the buggy to reflect the sun's rays onto the ground where I've arranged some rocks. And luckily, they're igneous rocks, so they have a finite melting temperature. So if you can focus the sun enough, you can heat them up and begin to sinter them artificially together. Then you can form sort of like quasi-cylinders. The resolution's pretty bad, so you end up with sort of octagons. But you can begin to form rudimentary wheels on Mars. Can you believe it?
Wow, that's I'm sorry, you lost me at igneous, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, don't matter. Just as long as you get that stuff down the chute. Hang on, wait.
Let me pop these wheels.
No.
I've just got to pop these wheels down.
Don't pop the wheels. Don't do it.
Let go.
Where does that chute go?
It goes. It's quite a long way down, and into the Mars dumpster. You remember the one?
The one where all the human waste goes?
Yes. The human excretia.
Well, Harry, I think you probably deserve the first employee of the week prize for having gone into the dumpster, swum through the human waste, and retrieved the wheels and constructed the Mars rover. So thank you very much for doing that.
That's all right. That's it's fine. Just glad to be of service. I do have a couple of sort of base upgrade requests.
Right.
Could we maybe put a door on the side of the waste container rather than the only way in and out being the 3-story high chute that we put all the waste down?
If we put a door on the side, then when you open the door, wouldn't all the waste pour out?
I'm just saying it might have been nice to be able to get in a way that wasn't through a chute that was about the size of...
You had to go down the chute.
Yeah. So just some way in, like a hatch, or maybe some wheels on it. I've got this great setup for making wheels.
Harry, I've got an assignment for you. I believe as a mechanic you'd be excellent at making a hatch. Is that right?
Chief Scientist log, stardate, dog, mouse, revolver. We've made a great start. We've got a rover that's ready for a test drive, and it looks like Grace is making great progress on some biological experiments involving some tomato seeds. So I think we're off to a fantastic beginning to our little Martian adventure. And I shall keep this diary updated with all the latest discoveries that we discover along the way. Diary out.
This episode of Spacebasemars was improvised by Alex Wilber, Alan Hay, Sean Keoghan, Hugh Clark, Vaughan Allanson, and Kate Madison. All episodes are recorded live via Zoom. You can follow us on social media at spacebasemars. If you enjoyed that episode, please consider leaving us a review wherever you get your podcasts. Reviews help us find a wider audience, and they really help us out. So from me and the team, thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode of Space Base Mars.